Hello, good people. It's Sunday, Sunday fun day, good people. It's Sunday fun day. It's another day, another day. Super excited. Uh, you hosting Felmas Koranga, the newcomer of the year, to the Sun Belt Conference. Oh man, two-time player of the year, JUCO. Man, one of the best highly recruited recruits coming out of JUCO. Number two on the list for recruitment. So I'll be hosting her. And while we wait to get her on here, just want to announce to everybody it's unfortunate after careful deliberations with everybody who's involved with the Hope Tour. This time we'll have to cancel until we get approval, until it's the right time for us to do that. So I know, man, shout out to Eno in Eldoret, man, hardest work out there. Man, Oliver in Kisumu, all the good work, man. Thank you for trying to make this happen. Jeff, thank you for trying to make this happen. Unfortunately, this time we'll not be able to hold it, but we will stay in touch. We have a great announcement coming up how we're going to interact with each other. But I see Felmas on here, so with no further ado, I'm gonna welcome Felmas today to the show. Hi, good morning. How you doing, Felmas?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's your day been? You awake?
Sorry.
You awake? It's an off season. You guys get to sleep in and all that good stuff. You're recovering from all this loss during the season.
Feels good.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you a bit low. Yeah, the volume.
Oh,
Let me see if it's gonna work on my side.
is it better now or?
Yeah, it's much better. I had a couple of notches, but I just want to welcome you to the show. Thank you for taking time to come and visit with us and to share your story. It's been an amazing journey for you guys and for your school and for everybody involved, but with everything going on. But the first question I would like to ask you, like, despite everything going on, how have you been able just to focus on basketball? There's so much going on, the uncertainty of travel, games, and games being canceled left and right. You watch other schools are canceling games. How have you been able just to focus and to just to concentrate on what you're doing rather than all the noise around you?
It's just taking a thing at a time, breaking them down into simple tasks. So if it's basketball, we just focus on basketball. If we want to play, we have to be extra cautious of the things that we are doing, the people that we are interacting with. And we were lucky enough, we didn't have any games canceled on our schedule because we were just doing the right thing at the right time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like every time I watch TV, games are being canceled. The schools 10 games, 8 games, and it's tough when you cancel 8 games and you guys don't practice and you don't do anything, and then you have to come back. But it's a good thing you guys did not get canceled. But we gotta talk about the tournament. Like we gotta talk about the tournament. And I know there was a lot going on. You guys were staying in San Antonio. You had to drive about 1 hour. What did it take for you guys to play in this tournament? Like, what did it take? Like, walk us through a daily routine, how many tests and all that. Like, what were you guys doing to be able just to play the games?
Oh my goodness, it took sacrifice. Involuntary sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we had to keep up with that because we knew it was the main goal. We wanted that to be the end result. So every time we were on the court, we'd run hard, knowing that the end result is the NCAA tournament. I don't know what else to say, but sacrifice, discipline, hard work. That's all it took.
I just wanted to get a snapshot. Right? So I know you guys got tested. I know we even came to the games, but you could not even see people. Like we don't even talk to people who came to the games because you guys were strict in the bubbles. Like you wave. There was the big glass around the court on the side we were sitting on. So yeah, it was definitely a different scenario.
Yeah.
But for me, I want to share an image, and for me, when I came watch the game, it was like wow, like that's how big of an ambassador you are for Kenya right now. And I want to thank you just for representing Kenya the right way. But I want to share an image with you right now, and then let's talk about it.
Okay. Oh.
Right there. I come to the game and I walk in, I have my colors on, I'm like, I'm going to represent, but I find someone who's not even Kenyan with a flag, a hat, and a t-shirt. Like when you see that, how does it make you feel? Because I was so proud of what you have been able to do, just me being there. That's why I can't imagine like, what you feel when you see that guy up there, every of your games up there.
I don't know. The first time I saw that was on the selection show. That's the first time I saw him. Well, I've never met him in person, but
Yes.
that just showed me how diverse of a community Troy is, because he is not the only one, really. There's a lot of other people that come to the games and they just show support. And I don't know, that moment I just felt different. I don't know I felt like I had nerves and I don't know where they were coming from, because who are you? Why are you waving a flag? And why are you why are you so much in love with us and you don't even it's just it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, to me that was great. But I got to visit with him, and the craziest story is this though. He has been to Nakuru. That's the craziest part of the whole story. He knows where you're from.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But we can talk about all the journey, but we gotta go back to where all this started.
Right.
And how did you get into the game of basketball? If someone else is looking like, how do I get into basketball?
Well, how I got into basketball, trust me, it was a forced deal. I never wanted I was not that person who wanted to play. I never wanted to get tired. Believe me when I say that. But my brothers, they're actually the ones who introduced everybody. Ariel, he's the one who introduced us to basketball, because everybody else is a soccer player. But he fell in love with the game, and he was kind of like forcing us to do this. I don't know if he needed company or something. I'm not sure, but
You need someone to work out with.
yeah, I don't know why he did that, but that's how I started playing basketball at the age of 16. But it was not that serious. It was just to pass time and for fun and to get through high school. And after that, I was sure that I was not going to play basketball anymore. But things just changed.
Hey, I'm glad he forced you to play. Hey, good shout out to Carl, man. I'm pretty. But coming from your father is a hero, not in terms of service to the country, and not just as a military person, but as a player. Like, did that have any influence on you in your game, or did that have influence for you to start playing sports? Because for me, it was start to play sports because my parents were like, enda shule kijana, hapana leta mambo ya mchezo hapa sports ni nini?
Well, not really, not at first. I remember there was a time actually, my dad didn't want me to go practice because I could go and come back so late. And during that time, Oka was not within. My other brother was not within either. So, a lady going out to practice and coming back at 8 p.m. So he said no more. Well, that was for security purposes. But then I was starting to fall in love with the game, but I don't know. I don't think. I think they wanted me to focus on books more or something or something different. They didn't work.
It was an
Didn't work
excuse.
their way.
It was an excuse to force you just to go to school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately, it didn't go their way.
well,
Yeah.
but I think it's like I think that there's some things when I'm watching ESPN and I hear ESPN talking about your dad and I'm like, wow, it amazes me that like someone like ESPN can be talking about someone like your dad when you're playing. Whereas like in Kenya, there's no even mention of our parents when we play. You don't hear the parents. You don't hear the parents or the family or anything. It's just like,
Right.
yes, Felma, she's good, and that's it.
Right. I mean,
So that moment, how did you like on ESPN? I remember I talked to Wakala about this, but how did it make you feel when you hear them mentioning your dad, giving you a life story from Nakuru? And this is on ESPN, which is being watched worldwide, not just in Kenya.
that just made me realize how much the role that my family has played in getting me to where I am right now. Because and they've always been that platform, that place, that step where I've always set my foot at, and just hearing that made me realize even more that without you guys, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but it's tough. Like I remember, like for me, it was tough. Like for someone who starts playing basketball late and you're coming from Kenya and then you're trying to fit in a system where they have been playing basketball all their lives and even coaches to believe in you, it's very tough to find that. And just me watching you play, it looks like you're in a very good place. How has that transition been for you? Like how is that transition, playing now Troy and like really you getting into doing some things which you never did before, bringing the ball up and shooting pull-up jumpers. How has that been for you?
Well, it was tough. It was tough. Remember when we started practice? They could insist on certain things. Like I could get the rebound, and I'm used to that outlet. And
And you ran.
you run, you go wait for
Yes.
the ball on the other side. But now this time around, you get the rebound, and everybody feels the lead, and you're like, "What do you want me to do with this? Bring it up."
Yeah.
Nobody's stopping you. Just bring it up. So it was tough. It was tough at first, but I got used to it. Just found myself doing it. Reps during practice and during games. I just found myself pushing the ball, and I just became comfortable in all those things.
Yeah, it's not just me. Like even one of the Kenya's greatest here is saying like her journey and growth has been great from the time I saw her at the JUCO tournament at LCU, and the talks we had in terms of taking it to the next level. He's proud of you. We came to watch you play in JUCO. This when you are still in JUCO. We are still in the little leagues.
I
We came
appreciate
to
that.
yeah, but how do you, so you play in Kenya, right? And then you transition to JUCO, and then you go D1 basketball. What has been the biggest challenge for you? You play Kenya, and then you come to JUCO, and then you go to D1. Those are like from JUCO to D1. That's a very big leap. In
Uh,
terms of the level and execution and expectations.
right.
So how have you just been able to transition and go with the flow?
Well, I don't know. I say that was just self-drive and what we call kujiaminia.
Ushipa, ushipa,
Yes.
ushipa.
Yes. So what I used to tell myself is, or what I still tell myself every day when I go to practice or when we are about to play, it's just basketball is the same. It doesn't change. It become football. It's not football in Kenya and basketball in America, and
Yes.
it's not soccer in JUCO and volleyball in D1. It's the same thing. You just you just need to work on the little things that you feel like are your weaknesses. Of which my weaknesses, I knew when I was coming from JUCO to Division One, I knew that I needed to trust my shot and shoot the ball more. So those are the pull up jump shots and pushing the ball. Those are the things that when I got here, I started working on, because you're an asset when you can play both inside and outside. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something about you though. There's the willingness to compete, the willingness to push yourself every play. Most players will take a play off. Like I came and I watched you got in this girl from Texas A&M, and she outweighs you and she's taller, and you're out there fighting and giving your team a chance. Why do you have that drive? Like, is it are you in good shape, or what do you think separates you from other athletes? Because you're not the same. You have that drive, and you can tell if someone is undersized. Obviously, you use more energy to defend and to run and to try to beat someone with what you
got. You know, different people have different. Like, she's bigger, so her strengths are maybe. Let's say she's stronger. She knew she was stronger than us, and not just how most bigger players, when they see us, they're like, okay, we are going to bully them down there because they're smaller.
But yes.
But us on this other side, we are like, I am going to bully you. I will run the floor, so that when you get tired, we can be at least equal,
Yes.
So we can go, we can at least try to balance it. You're tired, you're bigger, I outwork you. I know I'm quicker if you're bigger. Obviously, I'm quicker. So, yeah, I just use what I have to use and just have that heart to compete.
Yeah, so, and it's not just now. This is just looking back, on your career. You do the same thing over and over. You're just getting better in different things. But what's that defining moment for you? The moment where you are like, whatever it was in Kenya or here, where the light went on and you're like, basketball is what I want to pursue. And what happened for you to think that way?
Well, I was idle. I mean, I didn't have anything to do. And these small scrimmages that we used to do, the pickup games at home with my brothers, they used to get so competitive. And when you play, like if we play today and I'm in the losing team, I'll feel so bad about it that I want to go back tomorrow and beat them. I didn't care whether they were, I don't know, Carl was going to dunk on me, or actually he did that a couple of times, which is so not cool.
Hey, Carl, don't be doing that to your sister now.
He did that a couple of times. The other one, Emmanuel, used to be so rough. Like, you guys are playing against a lady.
Hey, it's sports. In sports we play, we compete.
They wanted to win so bad that didn't matter, But anyways, that really pushed me to. Every time they win, I wanted to win the next day. They win, I wanted to win the next day. And I ended up falling in love with the game. So I wanted to keep on playing and playing and playing. And it happened. That's how I met Coach Abel's son through Okal again. I don't know how they talked or whatever. I never really but I just found myself linked to him, and that's how I started playing.
Yeah, Coach Son is a great basketball mind, man. Shout out to Coach. Yeah. Shout out to Coach Son. Great basketball mind. Great asset. He's a great asset. He's a great person to know. Yeah, but when I talk to you, it blows my mind, like how you still humble and how you still grounded. You're a 2-time player of the year in JUCO. You average a double 10,000 points in 2 years. How do you even put that in perspective and just stay humble and just keep pushing? Like some players get them, they're like, Minishafika. Waniezi hawa siku hizi.
I feel like I feel like it's a normal thing for me. Sata, yo hyper kuna. Like this, I know
That's a
hype.
normal day.
Yeah,
That's a normal
it's
day.
it's a normal thing.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's a normal day, I can't wait to see
Yeah.
the days which are not normal. It's going to be 40 rebounds, I guess, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna blow your minds. Boom.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I know the ceiling is high. I can't wait.
Right.
But you go to Tyler. You go to Tyler. And I don't know, like when you're in Tyler, did you even know like Jimmy Butler went there? Is there are you guys told stories of Jimmy and how he worked hard and how or is that even not part of the conversation you guys were having at Tyler?
When we first got there, really, I didn't even know about it, but there's a time when they were launching the Jimmy Butler something. I can't remember. That's when he came, and that's when I knew about it. And not just him. There was also a former WNBA player for the Dallas Swings. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It
But
shows
he
you're not
also,
starstruck. It shows you saw the stars and you're like, I'm gonna be there one day.
yeah. I also learned about her during that same time, but it's not really a conversation that we used to have. I'm not a big fan of the NBA, so
Okay. Hey,
yeah.
it's different. I was just curious work ethic. You put in that work like Jimmy. You put in that work. Yeah, you put in that work.
Yeah, but that motivated me, like getting to know that Jimmy went to Tyler Junior. I was like, okay, so you can come from JUCO and get to wherever you want if you want to. Yeah, it depends with how you work. If you work smart or just decide to
Don't
do
work.
your own things. I don't
Yeah,
want to say stupid.
yeah. No, but I'm saying that again, it shows that you can go back and there's stories of people like Dennis Rodman. Where you see where they came from and where they ended up. It doesn't matter where you are. And the good thing about these days is like you can shoot videos, put highlights,
Yes.
put your hype on YouTube and market yourself. So
Right.
what do you think is the biggest perception that people get wrong when they hear JUCO?
Oh, lower division. But what they don't know is that JUCO is like, I was talking to my brother one day and he said that is like, how do I say it? Where lions are looking for prey, like they're looking for food, because everybody at JUCO is looking to go to the next level. And most people at JUCO, you find international students, or maybe someone who was transferred from four-year university to a JUCO to get something, then go back to a four-year college, or just a
Yes,
good player who did not get the GPA was not really good to be accepted at a four-year university or a Division
yeah.
One school. So JUCO is not a bad place to be. JUCO is really competitive, very competitive, very.
No, and that talks volumes because in JUCO it's so tough. And
Yes.
for most players, for someone who doesn't bring the ball up to be an MVP or a player of the year,
Yeah.
again, that's a huge shout out to you because
Hmm.
you depend on other people giving you the ball, but the guards also want to shine. So, it's tough, but I mean, for post play especially, I've been there. I know how JUCO is. I had
Yeah.
two guys. One was going to West Virginia, and the other was going to Ohio State.
Uh-huh.
They pulling out from deep.
JUCO is
That's how I
really
became a
hard.
better rebounder. But that made me a better rebounder, though. That
Yeah.
made me a better rebounder.
Yeah, you just do what you do best. If you rebound, just
Yeah,
rebound.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the rebounding because we can't get off without talking about the rebounding. So
Right.
so how did you know you're a good rebounder or is it just something that happens naturally? Or what makes you so great at rebounding the ball, no matter where you are on the floor? Most people can rebound like straight in front of the rim, but you can rebound out of your area, like long rebound, short, like it doesn't matter. You will chase it down to the 3-point line. Most people let it go out, or so Why are you so great at rebounding?
I swear to God, I don't know. I just find myself going for the ball.
You just need the ball, I guess.
Yeah, I just go for it because especially when I'm playing bigger players, I'll be like, if I let them get it, if it's a defensive board, if they get it's an offensive board and they get another opportunity to go back up, and you never know. Maybe if they
Yeah.
score it, they win the game. So you don't give
Don't give them second shot opportunities, right?
to do all that. So
Yeah, because for me, when I graduated, I went to D2.
uh-huh.
And there was a great player. There was a great post player. His name was John Mosley, and the influence he had on my game was so amazing because me watching him, I knew he was the MVP of the league, and I was like, man, if that's the MVP, I gotta learn how to. For you playing with Die, what does that do to you? Do you be like, wow, that's the MVP of the league? I need to work better. I need to work better, defend her, try to able to defend and try to push myself to be like her or better than her. Do you have those moments when you play, playing with one of the amazing players I've seen for a while?
Actually, it's interesting playing against her because we compete during practice. The positive type of competition,
Oh yeah,
like whoever gets the most rebounds, maybe gets a Gatorade after practice or water after practice. And
yeah,
after running for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, you really want that refreshment. So
yeah.
it really is. How do I say? Like she's a walking bucket.
Oh, you can say that again. Walking.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
she's a
get
walking
buckets. Yeah,
bucket.
real
Yeah,
easy too. She doesn't
right,
struggle.
right. She does not struggle. So
Yeah,
sometimes I'm like, okay. Always, every team I've played, there's always been that one person. I'd be like, yeah, I want to do that or even do it better.
better. Yeah.
There's always been that person that I look up to. So when I came here, yeah, I looked up to her.
Yeah, but you always have to have like I think when you see something and you're with that person, I think it's more achievable than when you look at someone else like on TV. And
Right,
for me, that's always been the person I've had most influences I've had is people I've played with on the same team.
right.
For me, like that works. When I see it and I see the person what they're doing,
Hmm.
then I'm like, okay, if they're doing that, then if I do double, I start setting myself those goals. If I do double, then I can be better, double, better twice. Like for me, it's always worked. So, and just watching her play is just amazing.
Hmm.
Like if you compete with her, I think the ceiling again keeps going up.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
So how's it been? Like how has it been? I know in Tyler you were, Tyler it's it's a smaller town, but now you're in Troy and the school embraces you and everybody you talk to has so many positive things to say about you. And the reason not just as a player though. I go to visit with some of people who come with the games and
Hmm.
they talk we're about to talk about how you carry yourself around campus, your schoolwork, outstanding, and just as a person, you're a great person and a great addition to the team. Why do you feel it's so important for you to carry yourself in that manner or represent yourself in that just high state?
I've always set those high standards for myself. I don't want to walk somewhere and then I just hear something that will break my heart. And also, I just don't want to put my family name. I carry that name. I carry that big name, so I don't want to embarrass everybody else. So I try to conduct myself just the way I was raised, and yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job. Shout out to
Yeah.
Senior Koranga, they did a good job.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I bet it's tough, growing up in Lene, in a military dad. It doesn't get stricter than that.
That's actually there's an irony behind that. Yeah, a lot of people think that it's always the military dad, but actually it's not, because he was not always around. My mom is not in the military, but
She was a military
is.
lady.
She was the military lady. Like she was tough. Oh my god, she was tough. But
Yeah.
I thank God for her, because it's because of her that I'm here now.
Yeah, but it shows. It shows. I remember there was I think you guys shared a picture with your mom wearing all the medals, and I even thought maybe she played sports. And I was talking to you, and you said, "No, actually, those are medals we've given her." And
Yeah,
so
that
so
must have been
it's
Okal, not me.
oh, those are Kyle's medals.
Yeah, not his. All of them were not his, but that type of thing, whoever did that must have been him.
Well,
Yeah.
but it's great just to watch you guys, the love you have for each other and how you guys support each other.
Mhm.
I get on, how is that relationship, and how do you guys like just being able to gel that great with each other?
Because that's how we grew up. We grew up together, and I don't know. We just grew up together. We were always together. Well, we didn't play together when when I was younger, but when we grew up, the fact that they've just always been there and protected us, and like he wants to know everything you're doing, the people you're hanging out with. That's just, I don't know. It just got me more close to all of them.
In your opinion, when you look back in basketball and what we are doing in Kenya
Mhm.
and what you do here, what are some of the things you would advise us now that I know it's short career, yes, I understand that. But what are some of the things that which pop up to your mind and to you and be like, man, if Kenya we did this, if Kenya we did this, if Kenya we did this, what are some of those things that you'll be like, this is what we need to work on, and this is what we need to do to have more Felmas, to have more, ladies like you playing in different D1s in the States?
I think that is more of, because for where we are right now, we still have a long way to go, like in terms of what is it called, facilities. We still have a long way to go. But when it comes to an individual effort, if you know what you want, you'll just go for it. Because I don't know how to put it. I just feel like my case was more individual than looking at
The
Kenya
whole,
basketball as a
yeah,
whole. Yeah,
yes.
I had to go out of my way to just work out on my own, find a place to where I can find a place where I could just do my own things, when people are not seeing, obviously. But
Yeah.
looking at it as a whole is really tough, because we still have a long way to go. But I mean, I appreciate, I can see, like, people like yourselves trying to come up with camps and all those things. Maybe someday we'll get there.
Yeah, but I think there's one thing you mentioned, and I think I've always been a big believer of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, despite everything going on, you gotta know what your goals are, and you gotta pursue your goals, not depend on someone else's input or output. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so, I cannot refuse to go work out, and I say my coach is not a good coach. That's how I felt. Like, ever since I was playing basketball in Kenya, I was like, it's on me. It's not on my coach. It's not on anybody else for me to get better. It's me who has this vision, and sometimes like you're saying, if you sell your vision to someone else, they might not see the vision. They might not understand the vision.
Or they might be selfish for their own reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good point you're making, because we really need to get out of that. Like, so and so is not doing their job, so I'm not gonna go work out.
Right.
You know, I think, like, so here I see kids like wake up and do 200 push-ups just to look good. You know, the kids they want to, you know, like they have that drive of self-drive to get better in whatever they are doing. They might not even want to play professional basketball. Some people have been with players on a team, they work out hard, but they're like, once I'm done 4 years, I'm going to be a doctor. I
Yeah.
know players who became doctors.
Right.
So that's a great point that you mentioned, like, you know, about people just focusing on what they need to do and just closing out the numbers.
Yeah, having a positive attitude, even in the midst of knowing that we have a lot of challenges, but you just have that, you set your mind to always think positivity, nothing else.
Yeah, and lady, I've seen you using your forum and your voice and in advocating for you know, I've seen you post like kids are lost, or women, abuse against women, or, you know, I mean, like these ladies are lost and they can be found. I've seen you lately really advocating on that. Let's talk some about that, and why do you think for you it's important for you to get involved in stuff like that?
Every time I hear that, it just breaks my heart. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I really don't know. You know, in 2019, when I was home, I took some time to just hang out with a couple of ladies. Where was this? Isley, K City. I went there twice. I went down there twice. Coach Kent is the one who introduced me to them, and you know, just hearing the stories and everything else, I was left that I'm really grateful for the life that I've had, the things that I've been able to do, the things that I've acquired. Like some things I didn't even struggle to get, you know.
Yeah.
But you're here, you're looking at people who really want to do something or make something of themselves, but they don't know how to start. So that's really where that thing started from. So I just became really interested in following such stories, and you know, looking at different ways of maybe how you can help. I still talk to a couple of them that have different issues. You know, some are
Yeah.
sick, some just need someone to talk to. You know, like
Yeah.
sometimes it's important to talk to someone, but when you can help, you just help however it is you can. So
Yeah, there's never little help. You know, I mean, there's never little help and big help. You know, some helping. I think the essence of helping. This is what I really believe. The essence of helping is being able to help with whatever you have.
right.
You know, whatever. Sometimes it might be time. You might have the time to speak, as I said. You might have the time to speak to someone, and you know, you might have the time to listen to someone.
Right.
You might have time to take out of your busy schedule and reach out to someone. You know, the essence of helping is not, you know, we try to make big impact. Like, I want to help big time. But sometimes the essence of helping is just you taking the little you have, whatever it is, and doing something with that. And I applaud you for that, because I think if everybody does their part, you know, everybody, but we do our part, you know, and that's the whole point. You know, to whom more is given, more is expected. And so if everybody does their little part, you know, like if you're a team and everybody improves 1/12 every day for
Right.
a
And
team.
we can have everybody smiling, you know, just help someone
Yeah,
smile.
yeah, and also, like, you know, like, so, you know, you get, as you said, you get to live a life that most people will dream about. You know, most people dream about. Just because of bouncing a basketball. Like, I've been blessed to, the basketball has opened many doors for me.
Right.
I've been blessed in that way. So, you know, I think about it and I look at something, I look back and I'm like, wow, there was nothing special about me. You know, someone just believed in me. So I'm like, if we can also believe in someone else, you know, paid forward, as we say, like believe in someone else, who knows?
You're making a
right?
lot of sense, you know.
What's that?
I'm playing. I said you're making a lot of sense, you know.
Hey, I've been around the block now. I've been around for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, but actually that's true. It's just believing in somebody else and the chain continues. Yeah.
But I think so for you. Why is it so important? Like, so why share the stories? Like why share the stories? Why highlight? Why focus on it? Like understand, like the drive. You never lived that life, but you could have been easy to walk away from it. You could have been, yeah, that's not my problem. I can work with you guys and forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why is it so important for you? Because I even read
Cause
somewhere about your plans of what you want to do when you stop playing, when you transition from playing.
uh,
That might be years down from that, but you've already started thinking about those steps. Why is it so important for you to plan now about all that now?
because I won't just wake up one day and say I want to set up an academy or I want to set up an institution where I want to help maybe females who are less fortunate. If it's something I want to do maybe in 5 years, I have to start working on it or planning right now so that I get everything that I need. By the time the 5 years are there, I have all the, how do I say, I have everything put together. Because if I want to make a whole, I have to start with the small chunks so that by the time that, by the time I get to almost the tip of whatever it is I want to get, I'll be ready. But why I also share is, just keeping up with them. And you never know, maybe by me sharing, it's going to attract somebody else that's going to be interested and come in to do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. You have a great forum. You have a great forum. You have a great following. So, yeah, that's true. You never know who's
Yeah,
watching or who might want to help. But
right.
we can't get off without talking about the lionesses. The Morans. We got that out of the way. So we gotta talk about the lionesses. We gotta talk about the lioness and the team and the plans for you to be part of the team. And the tournament was pushed, so we don't have to worry about your availability in the summer because
Mm-hmm.
initially it was supposed to be during season. I think it was February, and you guys were in
Mm-hmm.
playoffs. But so where do we stand, and what's your approach? Are you available for the Lioness, and are you coming, and all that good stuff? Tell us what's up.
You're it's kind of like you're speaking on my behalf. You're coming and all that good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta get our finals. You one of our finals out here. We gotta
uh,
get you in the squad. We can't be going out there.
I don't
You're a
know.
double machine. We gotta get you.
I don't know. I really don't know. I just recently had a surgery. I had a what is it called? Medial meniscus tear.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it was actually 2 days ago on
Wow.
Thursday. So I don't know how long that's gonna take, but it's not supposed to take long because I'm actually working right now, but I don't know what they will want me to do. So we
Yeah,
will have to discuss that with them. So I can't say much about the lioness as much as I
yeah.
want to be there. Yeah.
But I wish you well. I wish you well.
Hmm.
I know that's a journey. That's a different journey. It just shows a wrinkle in so many. You. I think when as an athlete, you plan of always being available.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's what happened anyway when I had my surgery done. You plan on always being available, and you get the surgery, and it's like, man, they keep postponing your return date, and it's like, I need to be back out there. You rush it,
Yeah.
you re-injure
Yeah.
it again, and then you start all the square one. So I understand that path. That
Mhm.
just take your time, do those rehabs.
Right.
Don't miss your rehab. Don't be in a rush.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't miss.
I've
I
been there.
can't afford to miss those ones.
I've been there. I rushed mine, and you come back, you're at 80%, and then you overcompensate and something else happens. So yeah, it's just a tough as an athlete. You know, we never prepared for injuries. We are never. We think we are, but we're never. Because you're wired to play, to work out. That's how you're wired to. You're not wired to sit at home and do things that you think are really easy, like lifting your leg up and down. Unfortunately, but we wish you well. It's going to be a bummer if you can't make it, but hopefully we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best that you're going to be available for us.
Yeah, we're going to keep playing.
So, but when going through all these though, and you hear people talking about doubles, and even people referring to like a walking double, and you're playing 20 minutes and having a double and all that. Before, did you know what it signified, or did it ever hit your mind like, wow, that's what I'm doing? You average a double. So just to be clear here, let me say, all your career you've averaged double. In JUCO, you had a double, and now you're averaging a double. So does it hit you ever thinking like, go like, wow?
No. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I hope my coaches will never hear this, but I'm that type of person that I don't even pay attention to the scouting report, because I always feel like it gives me pressure. So they'll give it to me, I'll take it, but they'll be like, go revise that and do all that. Okay, I'll just go and look at the players. So who are the starters? I'll look at it, I look at the stats and all that. But focusing on what they do, like, I don't know, the dribble spin and all that. I don't focus on that. I just be like, okay, let's go ball now. I already know what your average is, and I just have a rough idea of who you are, how tall you are. The rest will just be on the flow, I really don't. I don't know. I just don't pay attention to it. Like I said earlier, it happens naturally. I don't force it.
If you force it, you might get 30. That's how you gotta look at it. If I force it, I might get 30.
I mean, I don't force it. I don't go hard. It just happens.
Yeah. No, but I think you play hard. I think watching you run the lanes and post up and that's that's the perception that the game is bringing now, that if you post up, it's not effective no more. Like if you look at everybody wants to shoot threes, and everybody wants to go threes and extend my range. And I think there is still a place for players who can post up and who can score under the rim. I really don't think if for example, I'm looking at your stats and you're shooting 70% at the NCAA tournament and averaging 20 points. Like if I'm a coach, I'm playing you any day for someone who's shooting 70% from the field. I think they still that bad for the players who can play under the rim or who can score inside and can play outside. I think that's what we have to emphasize more, is and knowing your strengths.
Yeah. Like it is an advantage if you can play outside and play inside. It just depends with how your opponent is like. If she's slow and you play them from outside, you'll just be as smooth as whatever it is you want to be, like a smoothie.
Yeah. I tell people, I tell players all the time, if you have an advantage inside, I'm not shooting no threes. That's me though. Like if I'm playing someone who's a little one-on-one, I'm posting up. I don't care you saying I don't have no game.
Right. Right.
I'm playing deeper ball until I want to win. Like it doesn't matter how I score. So for me, it's always been
winners find different ways to win.
Yeah. If someone's saying it's dribble basketball, hey, but let be it. It's 2 points. If I shoot at 2 and I score a layup 2, I think this is all counts the same as 2. You don't get more points.
Right.
For degree of difficulty.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, we run to wind down. What about those young boys and girls in Kenya who might, they're looking at this and going to be like, wow, where do I even start? If I want to embark on a journey like that, where do I even start? What can you tell? Like they lost. They're like, how do I even start doing whatever I want to do? It's not about basketball. It might be soccer. It might be running track. It might be whatever they want to do.
Actually, where to start is not hard. You can start anywhere if you have a backyard. Bora si nyasi, the bulk aita dunda kwa nyasi, but inaweza dunda kwa mchanga. You can just start anywhere. Unaweza start na maybe running and keeping fit. You can dribble anyway. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but even when I'm here at home and I'm not doing anything, I don't have assignment, I just get the basketball and go down on the pavement and I'm just dribbling. Sometimes people look at you like crazy, but I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing. I'm just working out and working on ball handling, because you can do it anywhere. The stationary ball handling, you can do it anywhere. If you want to get fit or run, just go out there and run. People are gonna be like, "Yo, why are you running? Is there anyone chasing you?" No, I know what I'm doing, so just keep doing it. It's gonna pay off someday.
Yeah, they say if you have to be great, you have to be obsessed with something.
Yeah.
People have to look at you and be like, "What are the cheese squeeze? What are the cheese and crack?" It's not easy.
There's actually a time someone once said that I was with my two younger sisters. Tulikuwa tu tuna jog like around home area, and then two guys were walking and they like, sasa hawa wanakimbizwa na nini, I've never forgotten that thing, and I wish I could meet that guy today. It's just that I didn't know them. They were just randoms, just walking, but I wish I could meet them today and tell them this is why I was running,
This is why I was running. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that one thing also, like as players, you can never be out of shape. You can, because you never know when the opportunity gonna strike.
Yeah.
You can never be out of shape. And again, it's tough for us. Like coming from Kenya is very tough. I remember even before your transition here, I spoke with different coaches. Hey, there's this lady, she can hoop, but people don't just tend to believe in us. Like people just don't tend to believe someone from Kenya can put in the work and play basketball. We're known for running. If you talk about marathons, they're like, yeah, they can run. But when we talk about, I would approach a coach, hey, there's this lady, she's young, she's in college, she's in high school, I think she's going to be a good asset. And coaches are like, nah, where's she from? I don't know. I got to see the video. It becomes tough for us to market our Kenyan players. And again, kudos to you and a shout out to you, because now with players like you excelling at that level, it's going to be more easier for us, and you're going to open more doors for players who are coming down the ranks. I know that's how I got to ACU. There was a great lady over there. Her name is Karen Omamo. May she rest in peace. She set the pace for us. She was the player of the year, conference player of the year, D2 player. So when they had a point of reference that Kenyans could play basketball.
Right.
So they are easier to do. So again, kudos to you, to what you're doing, and keep doing what you're doing. There are some here on here today. He said, "What are you doing to get this game this summer, since you will be on every team scouting report next year?"
the outside game.
Yeah, this year you might have been sliding a little bit. Focus might have been on die a little bit, but nobody's gonna forget you now.
I'm just gonna work on my outside game more. I need to sharpen that, and I just need to trust myself. The thing is, I don't trust myself. I don't trust that I can do it. And get out of my comfort zone, because sometimes I'm just too comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta play 40 minutes. You gotta.
Yeah, sometimes
I'm
just
too
comfortable. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of us, so I'm just comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, but but again, I think I even had this conversation with another coach on here. As a player coming from Kenya, our culture is very different, and sometimes our culture determines how people play. We might not think of it that way. We follow rules. We are very much in the rules, and we are very much in You don't want to do too much. Am I stepping over the boundaries? What's my limitations? And we there's all that knowledge that we listen to that we even forget to play because you're like, sometimes you gotta trust what you do because you know what you do.
Yeah.
You're the one putting in the work.
Right.
I know coaches don't have every practice or whatever, and I understand that. But even for me, that trusting and being able just to show coach, hey, I work on this. Like this, I do this. Like I go home and I come back in the gym, I shoot shots. So, and again, it's a cultural thing. So again, it's a tough thing to express without being really out of character.
Yeah, but actually, I don't follow rules. Everybody, everybody. If you want to keep playing, you have to just ignore the rules sometimes because sticking to the rules might limit your playing time. So just ignore the rules and just play.
But you gotta have you gotta have that caution, but you gotta be doing. If it doesn't work, you're coming out. That's the caveat to that.
You might get a second chance. You might get a second chance depending on your vibe.
Yeah.
How good are you at convincing people?
Or what you bring to the table. Again, it's what you bring to the table. Like my advantage have always been like I could rebound. Mm-hmm. I've been a great rebounder, and so when I was taken out of the game, so I might make one mistake, but we go 2 possessions and we're being out rebounded. I gotta come back in because I can take care of that. So that was my advantage. So you gotta be happy. You gotta have something. If you're gonna go, otherwise you'll be on the bench for a long time.
Again, kujiaminia tu. If you turn the ball over, go back and just get
and recover.
Make them turn it over.
Or you block.
Block it. Do something. You'll always be in. Utakuwa unapatiwa that second chance. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to visit with us today. I wish you well. I wish you great recovery, and I wish all the best for you moving forward. Couldn't come to your games, some of the games. We'll be there though, because Coach. Let me see if I get his name right. Coach Chris Striker. I don't know if you know him. He's from assistant coach of Georgia South.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, because he reached out. He was born in Kenya.
Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
No, he told me say hi to Felmas and he looks forward to playing you in game next year. And I said I told him I'll be there at that game when y'all play. I'll be there so I can also meet him.
Now that is we've taken it to a whole different level.
Yeah. I'll come to see who takes home the bragging rights.
Yeah, and they better be ready also. So tell him
I think he's gonna be ready. I think he knows what you bring now. I think I've had a great conversation with him. I think everybody in the conference now knows who Felmas is. Before they were like, only 90, but now Scratcho said you're gonna be on all scouting reports. There's gonna be Mike there.
Right.
Yeah, there's someone here who says they have a quick question. I don't know if they're saying any question. Jackie on here saying she has a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't see the question though. But hey, I know you have a busy schedule today. Just well. She said, "Do you have an extra year?" They say everybody got an extra year.
Yes.
So do you have another year after next year?
Yeah, I do, but
so you have 2 more years?
Yes.
Oh wow.
We'll talk about that when a time like this next year.
No. I'm just saying. I was just curious to know: was everybody added a year, or is it just the seniors who added the year? Everybody was added a year.
Yeah, everybody was added 1 more year.
Oh wow! So you got 3 years. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome right there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you taking time to to visit with us today and just chit chat with me. Thank you for taking your time to do
You're
that.
welcome.
And thank you for being a great ambassador for Kenya, representing us to the fullest. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, bye.
There you've had it, one of a walking double machine, conversation with a walking double. And she's just getting started. She's just getting started. She's just getting started. I think she has great things coming out for her drive and her personality and just the way she conducts herself every day is a true testament of what she wants to achieve and where she wants. Again, she's one of our great ambassadors of 254 from Kenya that we have out here. And hey, if you ever get a chance, jump on there, Troy Women Basketball. Follow her, watch some of her games. She's had some amazing games this year. Her highest rebound this year was 22. She had 22 rebounds in that game. So if you get a chance, follow her. She's on follow Troy Basketball. Until next week, again, I'll see you next Sunday. Got another one lined up next Sunday. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Stay safe. Be blessed. I'll catch up next Sunday. That's my time.